And we are coming back, and it seems that the Legends are taking that inhibitor. The problem, we don't know what it is, has been fixed. The Ash hero comes out, catches that Lulu. Orianna ult picks the Lulu with the Lee Sin helping. Xayah on the run, trying to get away. Will she be able to? A kickback from the Lee Sin. She's deep in the enemy territory, ulted by that Hextech ultimatum, and she is caught out and dies. Looks like Camille is trying to catch up to this LeBlanc, but she's not able to. This looks like LeBlanc actually turned that around in her favor, but the Ashe comes out while the movement ability for LeBlanc is down and finishes her off with those crits.
Absolutely. And it looks like Team Tanuki going to be showing that they took their advantage a little bit, and it's going to hurt the Legends 27 as they push up all the way to the inner turret. However, Super Minions are going to make this push a little bit slower for Tanuki. Poppy going to be coming in the back line, getting underneath that turret, getting Lulu ulted to try to tell them to get the heck off of this turret. And it looks like they're going to be able to push him off, only losing it and letting it go down to half health.
Poppy successful in getting them the heck off of that turret.
Yeah, hopefully no more pauses for this game, as, you know, it kind of sets off, like, the players and stuff like that. I think takes them, like, off their game a little bit. You know, they're in that hype, they're taking the inhibitor, and then pause game. So hopefully no more of that.
Absolutely. Plus, it's, you know, not super exciting for the audience to watch either. We do still have that 4K gold lead, a little more than, actually, for the Legends 27. They are currently in control of this game, but it is not going super heavily in their favor, and they're not able to get any major advantage to close this game out.
Right now, it looks though we have I think it's another Ocean Drake that's going to be spawning here in the next 15 seconds. That it looks like Legends 27 are trying to close out after they go for this inner turret, actually. They're all converged. Well, never mind, it's just LeBlanc.
With LeBlanc going in, she is trying to take out this Ashe and takes them out, but dies in the 1v1 with the extended turret dive. She was not able to get her entire combo off as effectively as she should have, and that cost her her life going against that turret dive. Again, Ashe did use arrow, but at the same time, that was very costly for the LeBlanc.
Yeah, and we see members of both teams converging around this inner turret, as well as Camille again on that split push once again, being no team members of the Legends 27 able to go up there and say anything about it as they are trying to push in these final Nexus or base turrets.
There are already 650 damage crits that this Xayah is throwing out this early in the game. And if we go to Xayah, we should even be able to see what...
looks like we got a teleport coming in from the Poppy right there. Actually, no, it's LeBlanc. LeBlanc coming in here, going deep, going to be taken out, it looks like. Looks like the members of Tanuki and Legends 27 are taking a very... they're both taking it very carefully here, taking their time to try to position this, get it right, because this is going to be the team fight that decides the game right here, right now. Poppy going to be going in. She's taking a lot of damage from Ashe there, getting caught in the Camille ult. She's going to have to ult Nautilus out of there. Camille walking away, canceling her own ultimate. Poppy being caught inside the base on the other side of the wall, being picked apart by the members of Tanuki. Reclamation going to come in, going to hit the actual LeBlanc this time. Oriole catching 3 members of the Legends 27. But it looks like the Xayah going to come back, taking another 2 members of Team Tanuki out of the game right there. And it looks like Vi going to go for more. They're looking to close this out right now.
Absolutely. That was an incredible Orion ult, catching so many members of the Legend 27. But there wasn't any other massive follow-up damage there was, but what happened was as soon as that ult landed, Xayah took advantage of her ult and the auto attacks she had been pouring out through the team fight as they were retreating. She ults getting those 5 additional feathers, pulling them through the entire team, instantly destroying 2 of the members of their team outright, making it so they cannot fight back, and the fight and the entire game slips into the hands, or rather the wings, of Team the Legends 27.
Yeah, the Legends 27 showing that Xayah is a force to be reckoned with. Having her single-handedly there, taking out the 2 members of Tanuki, who were trying to go in for a very hard engage, and it looks like they were unable to get anything out of it as soon as Zaya pulled back in her feathers.
Absolutely. Zaya, as we see this game, immensely potent in the team fights. With her abilities, she is constantly able to just contribute so much to her team. And we are expecting that, I personally would expect that that would be something that we see again in the very near future.
Absolutely. I would be surprised to see Tanuki either not pick away that Zaya, very close anyway, or ban her away from Team The Legends 27. It is very potent, and they are able to protect her so well that she's able to build full damage and tear apart any member, no matter the armor stacking. Even on Nautilus, we saw him just getting melted.
Absolutely, but one of the things is that Nautilus was a support tank, and while he is very, very tanky, he does not have that natural large gold influx that a top lane mega tank will have. For example, if it had been a Nautilus top, if it had been a Shen top, if it had been some very durable top laner like maybe a Maokai or something, there might have been a lot more survivability because the damage would have had more resistances to pierce through. But with that being said, it doesn't matter if the tank can live a few seconds longer if all of the carries are down at the same time, though.
Both teams there, actually, as I heard earlier, were doing lane swapping within both of them, actually. Team Tanuki and the Legends 27, I believe, swapping around their mid-80 carry and top laners.
Oh, wow.
So they were not playing their main roles on either side, and we saw that Zaya definitely go off there.
Yeah, that Zaya, I would have to say, contributed so much to the team, especially as the game continued. One thing we are going to have to look out for is whether that Camille is going to be coming back or not. She definitely had a huge amount of power, potential that she carried with her and was able to do quite a bit. But overall, she just got outclassed by the team of the Legends. It will be interesting to see how everything ends up balancing out as the next games occur and teams adjust their picks and bans based off these games and experiences they've had against this team. We are...
And we're going to be waiting here for game 2 of 5 here in this best of 5 to be underway shortly. So we're going to take a quick intermission here, and we'll be seeing you guys very soon. All right, and we are back for game 2 of 5 of this match between Tanuki and the Legends 27, heating up to be a very excessive match. And right off the bat, it looks like that Xayah ban definitely going to be picked up. Smart move.
Absolutely. That Xayah had so much power and so much potential last game to grow even further if that completed into a full build. We are seeing an Ivern banned as well. That is very, very commonplace at this tournament. He seems to have a very, very high ban rate, and when he's not banned, most of the time he's picked as well. Lots of teams love to either prevent that off-style jungle or be able to pick it up themselves, because his disruption to regular jungling routes is far felt throughout the entire game. We're seeing a Lucian ban as well. Looks like Tanuki is really just trying to put a lot of pressure onto the Legends 27 AD carry and making sure they're not going to be able to play someone that is very strong in the meta.
Absolutely, and we'll have to see if the Legends 27 are actually going to ban out that Lulu, which was a key component of what made that team comp work. And it looks like it's actually going to be that Camille ban. Probably a smart choice. The amount of split pushing Camille was doing, if Tanuki were able to get the game back together, Camille alone was doing so much split pushing that they would have had an easy push onto the